navigating the new year. You believe it's only 3 weeks into the new year? I feel like it's been longer. I feel like 3 months. But God is good. God is doing something. God is doing something, because let me tell you, I'm getting texts. We're getting texts over the women's group, and there's breakthrough happening. There is breakthrough going on in people's lives. People are like, I don't know what's going on. I'm waking up and I'm speaking a language that I don't know. Well, you just got baptized with the Holy Spirit. There's breakthrough going on in this church. Some of you are like, well, I have no idea what you're talking about, because you're not grasping what God has. There is a breakthrough happening in many lives. I don't believe that Sunday, I should say Wednesday, when the anointing was flowing through here, has left. That same anointing is still here. That same anointing is still flowing through here. We have to be ready to receive it. Amen? So with that, Mark, we're going to go on part 3. And when we ended the message last week with the children of Israel celebrating the destruction of their enemy and rejoicing over Jericho, we read about how they were obedient and followed instructions that the Lord had spoken about. And if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, everybody has a phone. Go on YouTube. Go under the Crossing Church here, and you'll see our logo, our church logo. Click on that, subscribe to it, it's free. And you get all the messages. And part 1 and part 2 is already on there. They actually get loaded up about an hour after service is over, within that hour, I should say. Sometimes I haven't even left the building and I'm already getting notified that the message has already been uploaded. If you want to know about part 1 and part 2, listen to it when you have time and catch up to what the Lord has for us. Amen? Now we know that Joshua and the children of Israel followed the instructions that was given to them by the Lord. And they were promised that the walls of Jericho were going to fall down and that they were going to take that city. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. They were obedient, they heard what the Lord had said, they listened to those instructions, and they followed through, and when they followed through, something big happened. Now, it also shows us that what God says, what God speaks to us about, it's going to come true. It's going to come true because, 1, God's not a liar. 2, God loves His children, and He's going to give us what He says that He's going to give to us. I have not yet heard God tell me, you know what, you were bad, I'm not going to give it to you. You know, when your kids are bad, you're like, you know what, I'm taking that game away from you. Now it's what, video games and that? I'm taking your phone away. No, God just looks at us and continues to give us instruction and guidance. Amen. Continues to, but don't take that for granted either, because I know people take it for granted. We don't want to take God for granted, amen? And then you're really in trouble. But it gives us an insight on how we can overcome obstacles that come in our way. How many have obstacles in their way? Oh, Brother Martin just spoke about it this morning, opening up. We all have obstacles. But see, this gives us an insight on how we can overcome obstacles. Simple word. Follow instructions. Follow instructions. Follow what the Lord is saying. If we do exactly what He tells us, those obstacles will get moved. The same way that Jericho was taking down a city that people said was impossible to take over. See, the children of Israel didn't take over, they took it down. There's a difference between taking over and taking down. They took it down, but through the instruction what the Lord had spoke. We discovered last week that the Israelites, that whenever they set out to claim what is rightfully theirs in the Lord, there are going to be some obstacles to overcome. And there are going to be some barriers between them and the great things that God has for us. But you know what? That's where breakthrough comes in. That's what I'm saying. There's breakthrough happening here. There's breakthroughs going on right now. I had one sister said Wednesday that she felt this stretching and tugging in her belly. She had been sick. She's been going to the doctors for some issues with her stomach. And I believe that was healing. I believe the Lord was healing her right there and then. So we don't have to wait till the end of service to receive that healing. We don't have to wait till the end of the message for the breakthrough. God can bring breakthrough at any time He chooses. But again, are we willing to receive that breakthrough? I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a breakthrough. I'm ready to receive it. I'm ready to receive it as a person myself, but I'm ready to receive it as a church, as all of us. I want us all to have breakthrough. I'm not doing this alone. I'm not going to march around the obstacle alone. We need to do this together, church. We need to have victory. We all need to have that victory. But we know that victory can be ours if we possess a victorious faith. We talked about that last week. See, if we're willing to surrender both our focus and our future victory with the Lord's help and accept our, listen to this, accept our responsibility to walk and not to waver, to wait, guess what? We will not be victims, but we will be victors. We will be overcomers. We won't be overcome. I don't know about you, church, but I'm tired of the enemy having glory. I want to give glory to the Lord. Amen. I want to know that whatever obstacle is going to come my way, you know what? I'm going to walk through it because I know I'm going to have victory. That's exactly what Brother Martin was just talking about. The battle's already been won. The victory's there. Some of us act like we've been defeated. And hopefully through this message you'll realize why you've been defeated. Amen? See, as you join me in the book of Joshua, you're going to notice that in Joshua 6:27, it says, so the Lord was with Joshua. This is the last verse in chapter 6. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame spread throughout all the country. See, the subject of today's message is one that we're all too familiar with. And that subject is sin. I knew it was going to get quiet. I knew it was going to be quiet. So we all know sin, right? We all know that sin. And some of you may wonder what sin has to do with navigating the new year. We need to understand, nothing will sink the ship of our life faster than unconfessed, unforsaken sin. I'll tell you right now, I know there are people right now who have not confessed their sin in their life. Oh, but God's forgiven me. I know He's forgiven me for that sin. Well, have you asked Him? Have you asked Him to forgive you? Yes. So we got to do our part. See, nothing's going to take us from the thrill of victory and plunge us headlong to the agony of defeat any faster than sin. And we're going to read about what they went through. If you have your Bibles, go to Joshua chapter 7. And when you're there, if you stand to your feet. We're going to start reading from verse 1. Joshua chapter 7, verse 1. And the Word of God reads, But the children of Israel committed a trespass regarding accursed names for Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed things, so the anger of the Lord burned against the children of Israel. I tell you, that always gets in the way. Now Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is besides Beth-Aven, and the east side of Bethel, and spoke to them, saying, go up and spy out the country. So the men went up and spied on Ai, and they returned to Joshua and said to him, do not let all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and attack Ai. Do not weary all the people there, for the people of Ai are few. So about 3,000 men went up there from the people, but they fled before the men of Ai, and the men of Ai struck down about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate as far as Shebarim, and struck them down on the descent. Therefore the heart of the people melted and became like water. Verse 6. Then Joshua tore his clothes and fell to the earth to his face before the ark of the Lord until evening, he and the elders of Israel, and they put dust on their heads. And Joshua said, alas, Lord God, why have you brought this people over the Jordan at all to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us? Oh, that we had been content and dwelt on the other side of the Jordan. Oh Lord, what shall I say when Israel turns its back before its enemies? For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land will hear it, and surround us and cut off our name from the earth. Then what will you do for your great name? And you have nerve to talk to God like that, huh? Then what are you going to do about it? Verse 10, so the Lord said to Joshua, get up. Why do you lie thus on your face? Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. For they've been taken some of the accursed things, and have both stolen and deceived, and they have also put it among their own stuff. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they have become doomed to destruction. Now remember, doomed to destruction, we just heard about that when they did that to the city of Jericho. Now they're doomed to destruction. Neither will I be with you anymore unless you destroy the accursed from among you. Get up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourself for tomorrow, because thus says the Lord God of Israel. There is an accursed thing in your midst. O Israel, you cannot stand before your enemies until you take away the accursed things from among you. Verse 14. In the morning, therefore, you shall be brought according to the tribes, and it shall be that the tribes which the Lord takes shall come according to families, and the family which the Lord takes shall come by households, and the household which the Lord takes shall come by man by man. Then it shall be that he who is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he has because it transgressed the covenant of the Lord, and because he has done a disgraceful thing in Israel. So Joshua arose early in the morning and brought Israel by their tribes. The tribe of Judah was taken. He brought the clan of Judah and took the family of Zerites, and he brought the family of Zerites man by man, and Zebdi was taken. Then he brought his household man by man, and Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zebdi, the son of Zerah, and the tribe of Judah was taken. Verse 19. Now Joshua said to Achan, my son, I beg you, give glory to the Lord God of Israel, and make confession to him, and tell me now what you have done. Do not hide it from me. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and this is what I have done. Verse 21. When I saw among the spoils a beautiful Babylonian garment, 200 shekels of silver, and wedge of gold weighing 50 shekels, I coveted them and took them. And there they are, hidden in the earth in the midst of my tent, with the silver under it. Let's pray, church. Father, we thank you this blessed morning as you once again have brought us here as family in your house. Lord, I pray that you will continue to speak to us, Lord. And Lord, I know that there has been breakthrough, and I know there's still breakthrough that's going to happen. Lord, let this word that we're about to receive from you, Lord, penetrate our hearts. May our minds not be focused on what's happening outside, but may it be focused on what's happening inside of us, Lord, within our spirit, so that we may be made right in your sight, Lord. Today today, Lord, we are going to sanctify ourselves with you. Lord, we thank you, we praise you. In Jesus' name we say, amen. You may take your seat. Now, chapter 7 begins with, but. When I read that, I said, uh-oh, that cannot be good. We know when the butt's get in the way, things happen. But I want us to understand with this message that my hope is that we all get from here is the understanding of the destruction of sin. Sin is bad and sin is wrong. Some of you look at it like, it's a little sin. And we're going to hear a story right now about little sin. And when I speak of the destruction of sin, I'm talking about all sin. I'm not just talking about the little sin. I'm talking about all sin. Regardless how we classify it, big, small, black or white. And let me emphasize that I'm not talking about the color of people's skin. I'm talking about, oh, it's just a little white lie. It's just a little white lie, you understand. See, all sin is dangerous, and it carries with it a potential for disaster. Listen to the story. In 1997, USA Today wrote, scientists now say that a series of slits, not a giant gash, sank the Titanic. The most widely held theory was that the ship hit an iceberg, which opened a huge gash in the side of the liner. But an international team of divers and scientists recently used sound waves to probe the wreckage buried in the mud under 2.5 miles of water. Their discovery? The damage was surprisingly small. Instead of a huge gash, they found 6 narrow slits across the 6 watertight folds. See, we have to understand it's not the humongous sin that sinks our spiritual ship. It could be a series of lesser sin, as we want to call them. It's usually the small things that often become the big obstacles in our way, in our Christian life. If we don't deal with them properly, they can sink your ship spiritually. And I want to go ahead and dive into our outline. Number 1 says, sin and its course. Sin and its course. The course that sinks, sin takes, is a well-documented fact in the Word of God. The course that it took for the life of Achan is the same that takes in our lives today. See, we have to understand what happened to Achan back then can still happen to us. Now, notice Achan's reply to Joshua when asked about his sin in verse 20 and 21. It says, and Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and this is what I have done. When I saw among the spoils a beautiful Babylonian garment, 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold weighing 5 shekels, I coveted them and took them. And there they are, hidden in the earth in the midst of the tent with the silver under it. Now, the course of Achan's sin was, I saw, I coveted, I took. See, it's not something that, well, he did wrong. He should have known better. You know, when we see people who fall into sin, well, he should have known better, or she should have known better. See, the problem is the same thing that happens to those that fall into sin is what happened to Achan. He saw, he coveted, and he took. It says in 1 John chapter 2, 15 and 16, do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of